Aloha and welcome to Move Fiji. I'm Adeline, your fitness instructor, and today we are going to be doing a warm-up routine. This is something that you can incorporate into every single workout, or you can choose each of these different dynamic stretches and perform them before every workout. Alright, so we'll start off with a forward bend. This is especially for the posterior chain, your hamstrings right up to your glutes and calves, and then your lower back right up to your thoracic of your spine. So I want you to keep that knee slightly cracked, and you're going to bend forward with your hands, keeping that slight crack in your knees so that your hips are able to stay up. And I want you to just tilt side to side. This is just warming up your spine. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Okay, slow and mindful movements. We're just trying to wake the spine up and really get that blood flowing to all the parts of your lower body as well as your spine. That's it. Keep going, guys. If you feel that blood rush through your head, you can always stand up and then performing another one, bringing your hands down. 15 seconds to go. 10. Right after this, we'll get into some caterpillar crawls. And nice work. All right, you can perform these caterpillar crawls off the knees. Remember, it's all about crawling out, straight into it, crawling your hands out and standing on your knees. Otherwise, following Mark and I for a little more advanced version, stretching the back of your thighs, bringing your hands out in front of you into that straight arm plank, bringing yourself back up to standing. 10 seconds to go. Keep it light, keep it slow, pace yourself. It's just a warm-up. Nice work. All right, now if you can get onto your knees, the next one is the shoulder rotation. So in that straight arm plank, off the knees or off the feet, you're going to perform those shoulder rotations, bringing the hands forward, and then at 15 seconds, we're going to go backwards. That's it. Keep going, guys. Now we move the hands back, rotating them back. This is to wake the shoulder joints up. We've got 10 seconds to go before we lie flat on our stomach. That's it. Nice work. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, if you can lie flat on your stomach, prone position, you're going to keep your hands out in front of you, and you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades in your back, waking the muscles in your back, bringing your hands back over your head. That's it. You can keep your feet off the ground if you want, or you can keep them on the ground. Whatever works for you, just as long as you know you're waking the back muscles up. Keep going, guys. Right after this, we'll turn onto our back. And awesome. All right, turning over, we're going to perform some dead bugs now to activate your core muscles. And lying on your back, keeping your knees bent, you're going to drop one leg, bring it back up, join in, and switch sides. Keep that back glued to the mat. We're all about activating the muscles here right now. And this is one of the most important exercises to do that for your core and your abs. 10 seconds to go before we perform some hip twists. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, now into our hip twist. I want you to bend your left knee, swinging it over to your right, and then bend your right knee, swinging it over to your left. This is especially for your lower back. It's also important that you perform these if you're going to do any lower body exercises, as it avoids all the stiffness around your spine and your hips. 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now if you can turn back onto your stomach, we're going to perform those same hip twists off the prone position. And keeping your hands by your side, you're going to swing your leg over, bringing it back in, and bend the knee before you swing it over to the other side. Opening up the front of your pelvis now, so that when you perform anything such as hip bridges or even your lunges and your squats, your hips are ready for the actual exercise. Keep it going. Nice work. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're going to bring the foot coming off the knees or off the feet. You're going to bring the foot outside the hand. All right, reaching up and bringing the elbow to the ankle. All right, and then switch sides. Reaching up, bringing the elbow to the ankle, warming up the hips. Nice work. Keep it going, guys. And out, up, bringing it down. Nice work. Awesome. All right, now the next one, I want you to bring your chest to the ground, coming in, looking up, and back sit. That's it. Coming in, slow and mindful cobra, and into the back sit. Warming up the entire body from your abs right down to your hips. We got 10 seconds to go. Awesome work. All right, now if you can get into a squat position or a frogger position, I want you to keep your legs wider than your hips. You're gonna bring your elbows inside your knees, and I want you to turn to the right and turn to the left, keeping your feet flat. So keeping your legs a little wider until it's time to twist. These are the hip openers. They help with your squats, keeping them at a good depth, working your glutes a whole lot more. Keep going. We got 3, 2, and 1. Next up into our sumo squats. Right after this, we'll take a quick break into your sumo squats. That's it. Warming up the glutes, warming up the thighs, and warming up the calves and quads. Keep going. In 10 seconds, we'll take a quick break. Slow and mindful, nice work. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, we'll take a quick break now. As soon as we get back, we'll head straight back into the other half of our warm-up. Welcome back. We'll head straight back into our warm-up routine. Now we'll get into some side bends. I want you to keep your legs a little wider than your hips. You're gonna cross one hand over as you reach out to the side, whichever side you choose. Bring it back in and you're gonna switch side, crossing over out to the side. This is warming up your lats, your obliques, everything on the side of your body, waking it up so as soon as you get into your workout, it knows that it is doing the work. That's it. Keep going, guys. We got 10 seconds before we move into our next stretch routine, which is for your hips. All right, nice work. Now, the next one, I want you to place your hands on your hip. You're gonna keep a slight crack in the knee. Now you're gonna push your hips out and you're warming up the posterior chain, and I want you to keep your core super tight and push your hips forward. Forward and back. Forward and back, in and out. Pushing it in, pushing it out so that you get a deeper depth in your squat. All right, next up, legs wider than your hips, slight crack in the knees. You're gonna cross over, hand towards the left, hand towards the right. You need to ensure that you got a slight crack in your knee in order for you not to hurt your hips. And if you're pushing your knees too far in, you're only gonna hurt your ankles and your hips. I want you to keep a slight crack so that when you reach for your toe, there is no pain in the back of your knee and you're moving more fluidly throughout the entire movement. Keep going, guys. All right, now feet in line with the hips. I want you to keep your hands out in front of you. We're gonna do torso twists, okay? Keep your feet where they are right now and only move from the hips up. Torso twist, moving to the back and opposite side. Nice work. So this is similar to the hip twist that we normally do off our back, but rather the upper body doing the movement and the lower body stabilizing. All right, keep going. We've got 6 seconds to go before we get into some arm circles. All right, we're gonna perform wide arm circles. I'm gonna ask you to go 5 on the left, going back, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides, going back, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I want you to bring them forward together. Keep going, we got 10 seconds. Keep going with those arm circles, bringing them forward, keeping a slight crack in the hip and the knee. Nice, good. All right, now keeping those hands out to the side, we're gonna perform some narrow circles, going back. Okay, this is to warm up the shoulders, the arms, the chest, going back. And in 15 seconds, we're gonna switch to coming forward. Keep that chest proud and focus on your arms, doing the stretches here and waking them up. And now bringing them forward. Nice work. You should feel them getting tight if that's good. If you do feel that, that's the blood rushing to that area, which is a good thing. All right, now into our neck, slow and mindful movements. Do not rush your neck rotations. I want you to look down towards the ground and then rotating up towards the ceiling, to the side, and then back down. We're gonna perform half the time, going from left to right, and then opposite direction. 10 seconds to go before we're done. for your warm-up routine for today. Move PG for today. I hope you enjoyed your warm-up routine. You can perform up to 2 sets of this warm-up routine if you're interested. Otherwise, you can perform these every single time before your workout with Move PG. You can also check out my Get Lean PG Instagram page for more workout routines. Be sure to join us in our next episode. And remember, the body achieves what the mind believes.